Chair Burley, gentlemen, the Freehold Board of Bruce, Garwood. On page 3, number 473, near the top, it's some professional service contracts of Usual Group, reconfiguration of clerk's office. It's for the amount of $5,995. And this is actually, I do want to comment on it. I mean, these numbers are amazingly small. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, you guys, I used to see millions, but I mean, no, you're not disappointing me. You know, so thank you very much. I mean, you know, small numbers here. This is what I like. On page 5, number 485 at the top, it's for shared services agreements with Clark, and I think there was another town in there. I think it was just Clark. And the other meetings, yes, you did talk about it, and that's for emergency medical service. I'm just wondering, what about the police dispatch services of these towns? How many is actually in a shared services agreement with the county? And why can't the towns just use the police dispatch in lieu of the county dispatch? That's a question. I don't know if somebody can answer that. Near the bottom, 490 to 496. This is my constant question I always ask. It totals about $3 million. It's modifying the 2016 Union County budget. I'm just wondering, is this pass-through monies, or are the taxpayers going to get a benefit out of it, where all this money possibly could offset our taxes in some way? On page 7, number 513 on the bottom, you're authorizing the county manager to sign any documents necessary to enter into a collective bargaining agreement, PBA 108, sheriff's officers. And basically I asked the same question, maybe I should be a little more clear, but are there any covenants in this bargaining agreement about health benefits that allow members to receive health benefits for life? And I'm just wondering what the covenants are. The one right below that, number 514, the development, construction, and implementation of an Oak Ridge property project. I'm just wondering what that project is. I see you're allowing $2.5 million for that at this point. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Director Moran, maybe you can give us some insight, such as on the 2 shared services agreements for dispatch.
Certainly, through you, Chairman. State requirements stipulate that 911 centers give pre-arrival medical instructions to anyone calling for an medical emergency. For many municipal departments, this is a huge undertaking. It requires, a lot of municipal departments only have 1 dispatcher around, so that dispatcher will have to stay on the phone with the caller, dispatch police, fire, and EMS units, call for paramedics, which this 1 dispatcher can't do alone. So a lot of municipalities, for liability reasons, for just efficiency of operations reasons, opt to subcontract out for that service. So they can transfer that medical call, and it frees up the dispatcher to do the rest of his duties.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Director Taylor, if you could once again address the question on 490 and 496 concerning those budget modifications.
Mr. Chairman, the special items of revenue do not affect the tax rate. They, point in fact, are there to help offset the costs associated with many services the county provides. Again, these are just grants that the county accepts on an annual basis that has an item of revenue with a corresponding item of appropriation.
And the reason we're modifying the budget is because they came through after the budget was
Yes, the
enacted.
award letters came in after the budget was adopted. Otherwise, they would have been in as part of the adopted budget.
Thank you. Number 513 concerning the collective bargaining agreement with the PDA. Director, if you can address that issue on life common.
Yes, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Mr. Chairman, that memorandum of agreement does not have any specific lifetime rentals.
Thank you. And then, resolution 514, county council can just briefly address that.
Certainly, Mr. Chairman, thank you. This particular project is for the development and construction of a facility at Oak Ridge Park, which will basically consist of an ice skating rink with 2 sheets of ice, a locker room, and a concession type area, along with a outside of that facility, a track with a turf field, and I believe the turf field will be lined for both lacrosse and soccer.
Thank you.
You want?
Any other members of the public wishing to make comments or questions concerning pending resolutions?
Yeah, John Berry, Kenworth, and just on this 514, that Oak Ridge project, the county is getting $2.5 million. Is that bonded money that the county has? And I'm presuming the Union County Improvement Authority is bonding for whole stuff too. So what are the final numbers as far as the dollar amounts, or if anybody else, I don't know if Clark is chipping in anything, but what's the final amount for the cost for this? And the ice skating rinks and the fields, when is that, well, first, when is the project going to start then? I mean, if you have the exact numbers, you probably already have a time frame for this. And when is it supposed to be finished?
Thank you, Mr. Burry. We don't have any of the information you're seeking because this project is really just at the beginning. This is authorizing the Improvement Authority to move ahead with design documents, at which time we'll then have an opportunity to price out the project, and then we'll go out to bid, and then we'll have some idea what the total cost and what the time frame is going to be. I will note that Union County College has committed to adding $2 million to the county money to help fund this project, as we anticipate they will be in part using the new field for their teams. I think that covers what we have. Are there any other members of the public who wish to address pending resolutions at this time? Seeing nobody else, then I will close that section of the meeting. I will ask for a motion to adopt resolution 2016-472 to 2016-520.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion was made by Freeholder Kowalski, seconded by Freeholder Carter. Public Board, please call the roll.
Freeholder Carter,
Yes.
Freeholder Estrada.
Okay, that one, number 14, yes, and the rest.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, except 514, no.
Freeholder Hudak,
Aye to all with the exception of 517, which I abstain.
Freeholder Jallo. Aye. Freeholder Kowalski,
Yes.
Freeholder Mirabella.
Abstain on 514 and 517, aye to the rest. No, sorry. Abstain on 481 and 502, aye to the rest.
And then Freeholder Wright.
Yes.
Chairman Berry.
Yes.
Chairman, you have 8 votes in the affirmative, with the exception of resolution 514. We have 7 votes in the affirmative, with 1 vote in the negative. You have 8 votes in the affirmative for resolution 517, with 1 abstention. For resolutions 481 and 502, you have 7 votes in the affirmative,